making scrolls the same way Chinese kids make Nike shoes.
Don't tempt me. Don't tempt me. Don't tempt me. I could do it. I could do
That's a
it.
bad reference.
But that's basically what it is at that point.
Is it wrong though? Is it really wrong though?
No.
Oh, sure, it's wrong. But
Yeah,
no
you
one
know,
wants to do it.
I could make a 1/3 tier in 6 hours if I had all the simulacrums helping.
That's still ridiculous. I mean,
I know.
to be fair, I don't think in third ed you could have more than one simulacrum active at a time. But still, you have you and the simulacrum, and if both of you are able to do, you know,
I thought it was 3.
maybe, I can't remember exactly how many you could have in active or have active at once, but like a 6 level scroll, a 6 level spell would take you like a day. Well, 3/4 of a day. A 7th level spell would take you like 4/5 of a day. A 9th level spell would take you more than a day. But if you had simulacrums, yeah, your 9th level spell takes you that long, but each of your simulacrums would take the same amount of time to do the same spell or a different spell of the same level. So you could be popping out 9th level spells, depending how many simulacrums you had. You could pop out into like, if considering you can have you and then one, you could have 2 9th level spells in a day's worth of time. Well, less than 2 days worth of time. And again, it all depends on how many simulacrums you can have active. I don't know.
Yeah, also, there's a small problem with having simulacrums constantly making them. It requires you to use a spell slot to make it.
That's fine.
Simulacrums can't restore spell slots.
Yeah, that's a problem.
But if they're using my spell slots, then that's a different story.
Yeah.
No, I'm just sitting there meditating at all times. It's just all my spell slots vanish, only to be restored 4 hours later.
Well, like I said, my analogy with the Chinese kids in the sweatshop, except for instead of making Nike shoes, they're making scrolls.
But yeah, no, I think it's kind of bull that it takes a day to make a cantrip.
Yeah. Then again,
It takes your day to cast the spell that I can cast indefinitely.
then again, when it comes to that sort of thing, I thought it was stupid shit that it would take a wizard an entire day to copy a first level spell into their spell book. Because that's how it was in 3.5.
That's how it is here too.
So yeah, that's still dumb.
Yeah, no, the spell creation times is 1, 1, 3, 5, 10, 20, 40, 80, 160, 240.
Wait, 240 days for a 9th level spell?
Yes.
Holy shit.
When did this turn into D&D and change into Lords of Magic?
Good lord, that's... Fuck, I could make a goddamn artifact. Well, okay, maybe not an artifact. But I could create a +5 weapon as a wizard in that much time. Because that's what you could do in 3.5. It went from +1 all the way up to +5. And that's just the pluses to hit and damage. That's not the different abilities that you could put on the weapon.
I know. That's when you got creative.
You can go up to +10 with that. Well, in terms of, you know...
I just thought of a really stupid idea.
differences in editions. And I think I prefer this edition to the 2024 simply because the 2024 edition doesn't have as much material out for it.
Yeah, the
You have access to like what's in the PH, and that's it.
right.
Whereas this has, the various other books that exist. I don't remember them all.
Some of them actually port over to the 2024.
From what I've noticed, they a lot more. They put a lot more races into the player's handbook with the 2024 edition, like Goliath.
Oh yeah.
They're just in the PH, which that's new.
Okay. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna actually start the production now. Because I'm gonna take a 4-hour rest, teleport, back to the city, have the simulacrum stop helping in the construction, and then teleport back onto the ship, and then begin making the third tier scrolls.
Okay.
And instead of having them all work on the same thing, I think I'm gonna have split all 4 of them to make to where it's just gonna be 2, 2, 2, and 2, so 4 scrolls being made.
Let me ask you this, boss.
Yeah.
What do you have to have in order to make scrolls?
Well, I need the paper and ink, and then whatever the spell components is.
That's it?
Pretty much.
What if we have the Eldritch Knights start making scrolls?
Yeah,
That's
you guys
the
got
thing.
a lot of knights.
That's the thing. They're Eldritch Knights, not wizards.
So what's the difference?
I believe it's only wizards that can make spell scrolls.
Oh, okay.
Or pure spellcasters.
That's dumb.
Let me double check my answer real quick.
Yeah, we'll head the airship towards where Urdak is.
Okay. It's gonna take a while to get there.
Well, we have nothing better to do. Yeah, but I'll go to those the females I told you about before with a tongue spell active on myself from the wand I have, and tell them going to have them do work for the soldiers in terms of food preparation, distribution, like serving it, mending of various clothing or objects that are simple cloth, laundry.
Okay. So, basically,
Okay,
hospitality.
Household tasks.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was wrong. What proficiencies do the Eldritch Knights have?
Do you mean skill-wise?
Yes, skill-wise.
There it is.
I am gonna go to the bathroom real quick while you guys figure this out.
Okay. I'm guessing it would just kind of be what fighters have for the most part. Because, I mean, it's an archetype for the fighter class.
Reason I'm saying is to create spell scrolls, you need to have proficiency in Arcana.
Well, they're arcane spellcasters. I would think they would be able to pull that off.
Yeah, no, but they have to have proficiency in the skill in Arcana, which is it's Arcana checks are not casting the spell. It's more of being able to sense the magic, not cast it. So, if they're not proficient in Arcana, then they can't make the scrolls. So are they proficient in Arcana?
Well, I would say depend on their background, because that might allow them to have Arcana.
What are their backgrounds?
Yeah, I don't know. It varies from character to character. That's getting into a lot of tangent there. Getting into a lot of what do we call?
Well, how close are they to leveling up?
I don't know. That I know is they're level 8. I don't know how close they are to 9.
Give me one moment. Uh-huh. That just killed me. That creaking was very loud.
The door?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know. I don't know how loud. I didn't know how loud that would be for you.
That damn near killed me just now. Damn. Have you chosen their 8th level ability score improvement or feat?
I didn't. That would be what Julia would do. If you want to tell her, then that would be, you could tell her and she could have him do that.
Okay, because I'm going to try to see if I can find a feat that would make sense and would give them the Arcana.
Okay, for fighters, your options are acrobatics, animal handling, athletics, history, insight, intimidation, perception, and survival.
Yeah, I think the only way to do that is skill expert.
Here. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I would think the Eldritch Knights could write
No,
scrolls.
because they have to have the knowledge arcana, the skill, and fighters don't generally get that as a choice
Yeah.
for their skills.
Right. It just like
Eldritch Knight is an offshoot of fighter, is the thing, and the archetypes don't actually give you an additional.
But have you chosen their 8th level ability score improvement?
I don't think we have with any of them. Like they're very nebulous, NPC like. You know what I mean?
Oh. Oh, hell yeah. In that case, I might just send you over a PDF. Because I get very bored.
So, yeah. Julia's here now, you can tell her.
okay.
Pretty much what I was wanting to do is for their ability score improvement, for any of the ones that take place after the subclass, have them have the skilled feat. The skills skilled feat. Hold up, let me find it again. It's kicking my ass.
The
Skill
feet.
Yeah, the feat skilled.
Yeah.
It'll allow
Skill.
you to take
Skill.
Arcana.
Right.
Skill expert.
Which
Skill
they
expert.
start making scrolls.
Yeah, skill expert is the one I was thinking of because that'll allow them to. Let me find it. Yeah, they get to choose 2 proficiencies, so I would want them to choose Arcana, and then they would actually get an expertise in one of the ones they already have.
Just put lotion on and then trap it in under the glove.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they could get Arcana. They could get Arcana, but then have expertise in acrobatics.
Okay. Listen to this for a second. This is apparently not supposed to be this way. Apparently you're not supposed to be able to hear yourself do that.
Yeah.
But I can't do lotion.
My hands are hurting. That's why I decided
If
to
I
do
put,
it.
I'm fine. If I put lotion on, then my skin starts to burn because my skin constantly wants lotion.
Right.
It's kind of like giving, putting water in the desert. It sucks it up and then just wants more.
Right.
Whereas if I don't use any lotion, I'm fine. Because it's used to not having it. It's when it has it and then doesn't get any more of it, that's when it starts to hurt.
I'm just doing what the doctor told me to do, so.
Yeah, but I tell that to the females, and I'm also going to round them up and talk to them. I'll also round them up when I'm talking to them and ask them, are any of you good with, I don't know what skill.
Arcana.
No, that's not what I'm thinking about.
Oh. I have so much dead skin.
Oh, medicine?
Yes.
Two of them say that they are.
I'll see if you can teach the others, because basically I want to turn them into a medic group.
Okay.
I mean,
Well, then we can also give them, I think there's a first aid kit that if they get that you can have proficiency in, which would be helpful.
let's see. No.
The cleric. No, fucking no. Skilled. Let's see. Alchemist, cleric,
In terms of classes,
herbalist kit. That's what it was.
okay.
Which, if you get them proficiency in that, that'll make any, like, the first aid stuff be better. And then probably also something like alchemist supplies. I keep dropping my knife!
I don't know if that's a good thing.
It's not, considering I keep almost cutting myself. I just don't care enough to stop playing. Okay. Okay, so what are we doing? Are the Eldritch Knights now proficient in Arcane if we have them take the skill expertise? Or just skilled feat?
What 3 skills would you want them to take?
That's if we go with the skilled. If we go with skill expert, that'll also give them a stat boost and a skill expertise, which makes, which grants it.
He's talking about the Eldritch Knights, I'm talking about the females.
Right.
Okay, so you're going to take care of him, and I'm going to do a little bit of research.
Alright.
A little bit of brainstorming.
So the difference between skilled and skill expert is with skilled you choose 3 skills and or tools that you can do. So you can have 2 skills and a tool or something like that. skill expert is it's you choose one skill to learn, one skill that you become an expert at. So say you were a rogue and you choose stealth, you then have expert stealth since you already had that, and then you choose a ability score to improve.
I'd say that second one would be better off for them, because I mean, Arcana is kind of all we're really looking for there, because
Yeah, that's why I was saying that, because then we can improve one of their skills and improve one of their stats.
yeah, I think that second one would be the better bet for them.
What book is that in?
It's probably just under feet. It's under feet in here, I would think. I don't know exactly where feet are in there though.
I don't know what book. Let me look. Let me take a little looky-loo. Any fighter, no fight, blah 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 blah. Okay, that's not doing what I wanted it to do.
I forgot that.
It's in Tasha's Cauldron of Everything and Player Handbook 2024.
Okay, I will have to borrow my brother's Tasha's Cauldron of Everything.
You'd probably find it on here.
Do you have it, or?
My brother does, but he's not here right now.
One moment. Snip. Nipping tool. Boom. And here you go. I sent you a screenshot of the skill.
Okay. Yeah, because they actually have 2 feats that we haven't discussed about.
Right, we'll have them take one of those.
Okay.
Have it. One of the 2 feet be that one.
Okay.
Ooh, there's one, sorry, brain fart. Where is it? Where is it? I think it's like Eldritch. Is that? Yeah.
Oh, excuse me.
Eldritch Adept.
Isn't that for warlocks?
No. Any class can choose it. It's also another Tasha's Cauldron one that I'll send you a.
Does that give them an invocation?
No. Well, yes, it gives them an invocation. But you don't need to be a warlock.
Oh, okay. See, I just recently took that one so I can get one more invocation because I wanted one more high-level invocation.
So yeah, pretty much it's you get the stuff. You pretty much just get one. You get one invocation. The skill cannot be repeated. And it's like Misty Vision, Mask of Many Faces, Gaze of Two Minds, Fiendish Vigor, Eyes of the Runekeeper, Eldritch Sight, Eldritch Mind, Devil's Sight, Begulling Influence, Beast Speech, Armor of the Shadows.
Like, there's a list of ones you can take?
Yeah, it's pretty much any of the Warlock invocations.
But there's only certain invocations you can take.
I believe it's any of the... You can take one of any of the Eldritch invocations.
Oh, okay.
They just have it listed out in D&D Beyond so you can select. I think the one that's most useful for like a spellcaster is Eldritch Mind, which makes it to where you have advantage on saving throws to maintain concentration. Actually, for Wizard of the Scribe, the best one would be Eyes of the Runekeeper, which allows you to read any writing.
I saw that one. It was okay, but I just found a bunch of others that I liked. The last one I took was from one of the other books. It's called Shroud of Shadow.
Called what?
Shroud of Shadow.
Tribe?
No. Shroud of Shadow.
Spell it out for me.
S-H-R-O-U-D.
Shroud. Okay, I was hearing tribe.
No.
Oh, that is good.
Yes, it is. I like it too.
That is very good.
I know.
I probably... Okay, there might be a level limit. There might be a level limit on what I can... on what you can choose. Okay, one moment while I go into Xantar's Guide. I mean, player handbook. Come here. Tasha's Cauldron of Everything. Okay. Oh, there we are. Flip into the Warlock. And I went immediately. Okay, apparently, my D&D book knows that I go into the Wizard slot way too often, because I open the book and it immediately puts me on the Wizard homepage.
Yeah, I do that a lot with, when I go into D&D Wiki, and it automatically takes me into the SRD for 3rd edition.
Park Magic, nope. Eldritch Invocations. Okay, where are the Eldritch Invocations? That's Fiend Archway. There we are. Oh, okay. You can choose any that don't require a prerequisite.
I don't think that one has a prerequisite. Because I think the only ones that have prerequisites are the ones that are associated with specific pacts.
No, there's other ones like Otherworldly Elite. Prerequisite 9th level. You need to be level 9.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, so they can't have any prerequisite. So it's pretty much the basic. You get them at like level 1 or you get them at level 2. Whatever you can choose at level 2, that's what you can get.
Aha.
Yeah, that's what I meant by no prerequisites. Which would explain why Shroud of Shadow doesn't show up, which that would be an amazing spell.
Not a spell, it's an invocation.
You know what I mean. Is there a way to make a Warlock melee?
Yeah. There's an archetype called Hexblade.
Because I'm sorry, any of these you can cast this spell at will.
Yeah.
Giving that to a melee is just not good.
Well, I'm something called a Pact of the Blade. But there's an archetype for warlocks called Hexblade that apparently turns them into warriors.
Kind of like a Blade Singer
Something
in a wizard or a wizard. Yeah. That's why I'm like, do they have one for Warlock? Because I know they have one for Wizard. Anyways, I just realized we've gotten way off track.
That's
a little bit.
That's kind of
Okay, so We're just gonna say that we're just gonna say all the Eldritch Knights have the skill expert feat.
All they have are fucking colleges. That's kind of lame.
So then, yes, then they would be able to cast the spells, but that depends on what spells they can cast. Because now, for them to create them, they need to know the spell. I think. It's another thing that kind of gets me.
I have to look this up later.
What is it?
Bardic colleges.
Oh, Bardic colleges.
Yeah, because they only have one in here, which is kind of fucking lame. Okay, no, there's two.
Ooh.
There is a College of the Blade or something like that.
Yeah, but I'm not looking for combat for this.
What are you looking for?
I'm not really sure just yet, but the only options they have are College of Lore and College of Valor. In the PH.
One moment. I've got the Tasha's Cauldron, Xanthar's Guide, and Player's Handbook on D&D Beyond, so I can just go Bard, level 3,
Yeah, if
Bard.
you want to find different stuff.
Yeah, there's College of Dance, College of Glamour, College of Lore, College of Valor, College of Creation, College of Eloquence,
Yeah, Eloquence.
Eloquence, College of Swords, and College of Whispers are in the base 3. Are on those 3. What did you say the 2 you could have access to is?
No, I'm just looking at the ones that were in the PH.
Yeah, no, which ones did you say were in there?
College of Lore and College of Valor.
Okay.
And
So yeah,
that's
they're
not,
like,
that's not what I'm looking for, so I'm just gonna...
what are you looking for? Out of curiosity, like, what are you looking for out of the Bard?
Not sure as of yet. That's why I gotta look into
I was
it more.
wondering if you were looking for a combat unit, a defense
No.
unit, a support unit.
Support.
Okay, so you're looking for ones that cast more buffs and stuff like that.
Well, something like that, or something that could be like a medical. Something along
Wait.
something kind of like a performing healer. Anyway,
Damn it, I've heard of it. Where is it? Wait, if you're looking for a healer, why don't you just go with cleric?
not quite that far in.
Oh, you want a healer / fighter?
No, I more want like a healer slash. Okay, let's see if you know this terminology. For rogues, there's a couple different types of rogues. You have the sneaky rogue. You have the acrobatic rogue, and then you have what's called the social butterfly rogue, which is like a face. You know,
Pretty much, that's the one that's pretty much a con man.
yeah, kind of like that. Something like if you were to combine that with a healer.
Oh, makes a con man and a healer?
Yeah.
Okay. I think I can do that. Give me a moment.
If you were to combine a healer and I don't know, like, I think it's the charlatan background? Something like that.
Well, the College of Eloquence has, they automatically have proficiency. Oh, wait. When you make a Charisma Persuasion or Charisma Deception check, you can treat a d20 roll of 9 or lower as a 10.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're looking for something like that? Okay, yeah, because Bards, there's no subclass that is like all healer. Those are just spells. But they do have one that's pretty much a charlatan.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, No, they got so many. Ugh.
So
Like,
many
what?
colleges?
No, they've got so. This one has so many ways of convincing you. You can use musical notes or words of power to disrupt mind-influencing effects. If you are within a creature of 30 of you that fails a saving throw against an effect that applies Charmed or Frightened, you can make a reaction for the save to be re-rolled, and the new roll has advantage. Then there's Universal Speech. You gain the ability to make your speech intelligible to any creature. As an action, choose one or more creatures within 60 feet of you up to equal your charisma modifier, minimum of one creature. The chosen creature can magically understand you regardless of the language you speak for 1 hour. Unfailing inspiration. Your inspiring words are so persuasive that others feel driven to success. When a creature adds one of your bardic inspirations dice to its ability check, attack roll, or saving throw, and the roll fails, the creature can keep the bardic inspiration die, so they can reuse it, even if it fails. You regain all of your expended uses of Bardic Inspiration when you finish a short or long rest. In addition, you can cast a spell slot, no action required, to regain 1 expenditure. And yeah, and then you can spin words laced with magic that unsettle a creature and cause it to doubt itself.
Okay, so let me just tell you this. In 3rd Ed, there was a prestige class for the bard that they could perform a song that would allow spellcasters to cast spells faster. What this would do is it would allow the wizard or the sorcerer, whatever spellcaster we're talking about, to cast more than one spell in a single round.
Oh.
It would turn a full round action into a standard action. A standard action becomes a move action. And a move action becomes a swift action, allowing a spellcaster to cast 2 spells at least per round. So, if you had a wizard, a sorcerer, a druid, a cleric, and a bard, and the bard has that prestige class, all 4 of those characters would be able to pop off 2 spells each in a round. Imagine 8 spells from 4 characters in 1 round.
I'm seeing if they have anything along that line.
No, I don't expect that. This was something that was pretty fucking broken. But I'm just saying that's
they
something
don't
that
have
existed.
Yeah, they don't have that, but this guy pretty much is what you're looking for with the charlatan, and then you could choose a bunch of healing spells.
This bardic prestige class allowed you to break the action economy by giving extra move actions and standard actions to characters. It's one of the reasons why there were a lot of people that just outright banned that bard prestige class.
So, do you want me to make a College of Eloquence Bard and then just send Jules the PDF?
No, not yet. I wanted to look over all of them completely before I decide to pick 1 or 2 of them.
Okay. Ooh, I just thought about something. I have a subscription for the for it. Let me. Wait. I think I chose. Yeah, no, I chose the hero tier, not the master. Okay, so yeah, no, I wouldn't be able to share it. But do you have the Xanthar's Guide and Tasha's Cauldron?
Yeah, I can look into them.
Reason why is if you didn't, I was just gonna find the parts that talked about the bards, colleges, and the other books besides the player's handbook, and just use those and just send them to you.
Okay. Okay.
care about the ones I don't have. I want the ones I do have. You bitch. Okay, boom. Bada boom. Yep, there's guy. Yep, there's guy. So, do you have both of those books?
Not here with me, but my brother has them.
Okay, so yeah, he can look into them. Okay. Okay, back to the original game.
Yeah. Going to visit the orcs, I guess.
Yeah, we're going to visit the orcs, and what spells do the Eldritch Knights have currently? At 8th level.
Close. Too far. Oh, that's why. I'm looking at Ranger, I was thinking it was Druid. So they're 8th level, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, they don't have 3rd tier spells, so they can't do what I was wanting.
Nope. There's still
There is a boon that would make them very overpowered.
they're still a good ways off of.
I know, I'm just saying, since they can only cast 4th tier spells, there's a boon that when you cast a 1st to 4th tier spell, you roll a 1d4, and if the slot you used is the number you rolled, you get that slot back.
Right.
That is perfect for an Eldritch Knight.
We used to, I don't want to put it this way, but we as players used to abuse that kind of ability. My co-players, one time they used that exact ability, that spell, on my cleric character, so I could keep healing them.
No, this is a boon, so it's like something you choose at level 19.
Right.
I remember in second ed, my cleric character kept casting Blessed Awakefulness on Jeff's character, so he wouldn't need to sleep, so he'd stay up all night on watch. And that's what I used to do every fucking night. Okay, time for your crack. You'd have to stay awake all night, keeping watch. Because there was only 3 of us and 2 of us were spellcasters.
Right. Was that his sneaky?
No, that was his fighter character, one of his fighter
Oh, his
characters.
fighter character.
And we just poke. You don't get to go to sleep.
I was gonna say, I
You
know
don't need sleep.
he told me that you did that to 2 of his characters. One was his sneaky thief, and the other one was his fighter character.
It was a fighter character. I'm pretty sure it was his fighter character. But yeah, I did that to him for like a week straight in game.
Oh, one time in his, he was the DM, and he, oh god. I had this character, she was a noble, and we were playing a Far Eastern Oriental campaign.
Yep, that's the one I remember.
Yeah, Kishi Ono.
Yeah, it was Ascari Ono, part of the Ono clan.
The Onos!
Yeah, I had a field of Roman red, basically weed that I was growing.
It's eyes.
Right.
That's it. There it is. Edit. What boon did I choose from? Yeah, I made this. There was this one. assassin character I made, it was a changeling. I managed to get him to level 19, which made the DM hate me with a passion.
Can't say I blame him.
Because this assassin had the poisoner feat, the shadow touched feat, which at the level I chose it at, which was level 4, allowed him to become invisible once every long rest. And yeah, that was fun. And I never used it after getting it because I chose Boon of the Night Spirit. While in dim light or darkness, you give yourself the invisible condition as a bonus action. And then, while within dim light or darkness, you have resistance to all damage except psychic and radiant. Worst part about it is, guess what the race was?
Huh.
Changeling. Which, when you mix with the... where is it? I think it was Infiltrator or something like that? Yeah, Infiltration Expertise, which allows you to copy everything about a person's behavior. It can lead to some pretty nasty things. Because no one would be able to tell that, oh, hey, you're not him. And then there was also the fact that you could scare the ever-living shit out of people because you could turn yourself into a child, but... that was always an interesting one. Yeah, it says you can change your size and your shape and all that. So, yeah, you could turn yourself into an infant. Shapeshift as an action into your full size and then stab him.
Okay. So, back to the story.
Dealing with the orcs.
So,
Well, visiting the orcs.
visiting the orcs.
So
Yeah,
far.
not dealing with them yet, visiting them.
Yeah, so far.
Okay, visiting the orcs.
Again, well, before we do that, I go basically pick up the princess, sit her down, and say, what do you want to do with this? Because, like I said, you're what's keeping them alive thus far.
Let's just see what they have to say.
Okay.
Because we are on their home turf.
In other words, stay next to her, get ready to teleport and meteorite the place. Got
I was going to say, their home turf could be a glass bowl.
True.
Between the Meteor Swarm spell, Flame Strike, Fireballs, we got a whole lot of magic that we can just, drop on them from the sky. So,
Even better.
their home turf doesn't mean anything.
Have us hover there for like 5 minutes. Actually, have us hover there for like a day or two before going down. Because then I can set up glyphs of warding on the ship that will just cast Meteor Swarm.
You wouldn't happen to have control wind, would you?
I think I might. Only because I know that that's a utility spell, and that was the one thing I was missing from becoming an avatar. From becoming the avatar.
Using that to create sandstorms would be brutal. Because we're up in the air and we don't have to worry about it. They're on the ground, they're fucked.
What? Hey, biddy-bidoo, looking at my spells. Hey, I'll do you one better. Why don't we just go control weather?
Would that apply to making sandstorms?
Let's see.
And make it rain in the
Yeah.
desert.
I can make it become a storm. I can change the temperature, precipitation, and wind.
Well, okay, the wind is the big thing because I don't know if I don't know exactly what goes into making a sandstorm. I kind of know more what goes into making like a thunderstorm, lightning storm, rainstorm, but I'm not really sure what goes into making a sandstorm other than wind.
Yeah, no, I can I can have it become a torrent, rain, driving hail, or a blizzard, and then I can have it a sandstorm. I can have the wind go be calm, moderate wind, strong wind, gale, or storm. Temperature I can have be Arctic cold, cold, cool, warm, hot, unbearable heat. So we can go unbearable heat, strong storm, and let's say clear, just so that they don't cool off from the rain. Or we have it become boiling hot rain.
Yeah, that works too.
Just imagine you're in your base, and then out of nowhere it just starts raining boiling water. Which, while I do not have the spell, I could use Wish to replicate said spell.
Yeah. What do you want to do here? Because their home turf advantage means nothing.
Quite literally. Their home turf advantage is the equivalent
I feel
of...
it would be best to leave them alive for now and discuss this matter with my mother.
So in other words, make preparations to screw them over, but don't actually do it.
So, Ross, send a message to the orcs saying our visit to them is going to be delayed by you don't know how much time.
Okay. Yeah, that's simple enough. I'm just gonna try to... Just wondering how I should send it. I know. We'll send the invisible stalker to send the message.
Okay.
Send the invisible stalker. It tells them the message, and then it observes them.
Okay.
And have it observe them for like
Until we
half
get there.
hour or something like that. Because then you should I don't know if you can instantly recall the stalker to where you're at, but we're gonna start heading the airship back to Gildern.
Wait, why would we have to move the airship? Why wouldn't we just teleport with, like, say, me, you, and the princess?
Because the trade goods?
Yeah, that's a good thing. I mean, if we go back with what all we picked up, what we traded for, and the money, we can pick up more shit, come back, drop it off on the two towns, and then visit Urtak. We're making more money this way. Because the Urtak thing is, there's like no time limit on it, so it doesn't really matter. You know what I mean?
Right.
But the money thing's always nice. And we can travel faster in the airship than any caravan on foot. Did that pill help?
Yeah, something just popped.
Oh. See, for me, that's usually a good thing.
Now it's cramping.
I just thought of something that would be really cool. If we make it to where the ship itself can teleport. Kind of acting like an arcane gate, kind of.
space travel from Cowboy
Yeah,
Bebop.
no, just a portal opens into the sky and we just drive through the portal.
Or more like just ship dimension doors from one spot to another. Like a ship-sized dimension door.
I mean, a way that we could have it to where it's not as powerful as just, oh, it can teleport anywhere, is we can have it to where it can teleport to, like, beacons.
Yeah. Well, if
Have it to where the beacons in Gildorn so that while it's out, if something happens to Gildorn, it can...
program the ship to be able to use teleportation circles, like it traveled to a teleportation circle. Not necessarily directly over it, but like above it.
Yeah, that's the teleport spell can do that. That's one of the functions of the teleport spell. It can travel to a teleportation circle.
Yeah, but the ship itself.
The ship it... Well, I mean... The DM allows it if I use 9th tier spell slot instead of 7th.
To teleport the airship.
Because with
That's kind of what I was thinking. Was I think if you cast it at 9th level spell, you should be able to do that.
yeah. I mean, I think it would be feasible in the actual world if you're able to cast summon meteors, and call lightning storms. I think you could teleport a single ship. Kind of seems what's the word? Can't think of the word in my head.
What I'm gonna have you do, Ross, is you'll take the princess back to Gildern, let the princess talk to Baroness, and then bring her back here tomorrow. Me and the Legion will be staking out what the orcs do overnight.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll move the ship a ways away, land.
Just try and stay out of sight. Okay.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that. I'll teleport with her. Should I bring other people besides just me and her, or
Her uncle.
her uncle? Okay. So I'll teleport the three of us. I'll say like in front of the palace.
Okay, wait. Her uncle, and I think she has like 4 of her royal guards, but that's only like 1, 2, 6 people, so you should be able to do all those.
Yeah, I can do up to 8 willing creatures, including excluding me. So I can do 9 if I include me.
Yeah, so that's what we'll do.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, let's do that. I'll teleport over, and it'll be in front of the palace gates.
Okay.
Just so that it's not like, oh, hey, suddenly we're in the middle of the throne room. Because that won't go over well. I'll get an earful for that.
Right.
Since it's nothing urgent. Then we request the meeting with the High Baroness. If the princess gets us a meeting quicker, then have her request it.
Probably.
So.
Then I just sit there twiddling my thumbs until.
Okay. Okay. The High Baroness believes that they shouldn't destroy Urtak just yet. He did exactly what he said he was going to do. He left.
Okay. I say, should I make preparations in case we have to? Or...
My smiley face goes into a sad face.
Well...
Okay, if you said anything, I couldn't hear it.
She's still thinking. Give her a minute.
Okay, I didn't know because it was well, and then it cut, and then it seemed like it cut off, so I wasn't sure.
I totally lost my train of thought.
Yeah, let's try it.
At this point, I'm gonna say, is he alive?
Could just be asleep. Man has crazy sleeping hours. He doesn't sleep nearly as much as he should.
Right.
Only sleeps like 2-3 hours a day. I don't see how he survives like that. I couldn't. I just die. I just.
Right. I have to sleep at least 5 hours or I'm a cranky bitch.
I gotta get at least 4 hours. Or I'm not cranky. It's like I'm a zombie.
That's why I'm cranky.
Well, mine is just kind of a zone out a lot.
Yeah.
And my mind don't work like it's supposed to.
Nope. Okay, so.
Bruno.
Back again. Alright. So while they're discussing with the High Baroness, make an observation check.
Okay, you cut out a lot there. What did you say?
Okay, you definitely see it. You see some really interesting tracks going off into the desert. Big tracks. Like a 5-fingered chicken.
Might as well go follow the tracks.
You want to go follow the tracks?
Sure. From the air.
In the air, yeah.
You know what? Yeah, we'll do it from the air.
You okay? The tracks lead to a cave that just goes into a giant mountain face covered in sand. It's a pretty big cave. I don't know what you want to do.
Hey, Ross.
Yep.
Bust out your other character.
Already have them.
Good. We're gonna go on a scouting mission.
Okay.
Okay. So you guys have been tracking Urtak for a while, flying around, and you found these tracks instead.
Okay.
You stumble upon this cave, and you're not sure exactly what's in there.
Giant chickens.
You sure?
I don't know. All I can think of is gigantic chickens. Chickens the size of not.
Well, I know Smirt's not going in there
Why not?
until someone else goes in there because he's only got a +3 to stealth. With disadvantage.
So what? He's on a horse, rides in, rides out. If someone's chasing him, he just rides right onto the fucking airship and we leave. We gotta get our other characters' experience somehow.
Well, speaking of that, I just thought of a really cool thing. I would love it if I could have it to where the armor negates fall damage.
Permanency of feather fall on it?
Yeah, pretty much just permanent feather fall in the horse armor.
Wait, the horse's armor?
Pretty much I want it to where the horse doesn't take fall damage.
Oh, okay, I see. What I do there is permanency, feather fall
Permanency
on
doesn't-
horseshoes.
Permanency does not exist in 5th edition.
Oh, see, that's a bummer.
I already looked.
That's a bummer.
That's dumb.
Yeah. See, another reason why I like 3.5.
Well, Feather fall is a first tier spell, correct?
As far as I know.
Some of my favorite characters came from 3rd Ed, so I only had like 4 3.5 characters.
Well, I mean, 3.5 was just a better version of 3rd Ed.
Updated.
Yeah, it got, you changed some skills that were just... There were a bunch of skills that were superfluous. Like, okay, for example, innuendo could be covered by the diplomacy skill. I mean, it's kind of like this, but this one is so small that it makes me wonder about what you'd have some things be in terms of skills. But 3.0 had so many that it was crazy. They even had a skill for scrying.
Well, yeah, the character sheet of 3.0, you had your name, your class, your description right up here at the top. You had your ability scores, and then right off here on the right, from practically top to bottom, was nothing but skills.
Yeah, I know. I'm well aware, but 3rd Ed had even more than 3.5, is what I'm saying. I mean, they even made essentially, they got rid of the speak language skill, and they just said, if you burn a skill point when you level, you can learn a language. Which, can you imagine doing that once per level, every level? You're able to speak 20 different languages? And that's not including the ones you have at first level from your race.
That's whenever it goes into, like, for instance, you guys speak Common. These guys also speak Common, but it's a different language.
Yeah. Yeah, Featherfall's first level spell.
That's one of my favorites.
See, I was always a huge fan of
That one's not what I
Featherfall and
was.
Spider Climber, two of my favorites.
Spider climbing and invisibility, because I crawl up on the ceiling, just wait there, and then when something comes beneath me, I drop on it with weapons first, land on top of it that way.
Right.
I was a halfling with a invisibility.
I have a feeling it would be something, an uncommon magic item. Because there's Hat of Disguise, which allows you to cast Disguise Self at will while you're wearing it. Which, Disguise Self is a first-tier spell, so if I could just have it to where the armor does it to the rider and mount.
Wait, but I thought you wanted Featherfall.
You're right, but have a custom item.
Right.
Pretty much a homebrew magic item, because there's nothing that does what I was wanting.
So there's nothing that... I mean, basically you just say, I'm going to try and make each of these horseshoes permanently Featherfall. That's what I do.
And I'd want it to be armor that applies it to its rider and mount.
Well, with the rider, you could just get like a ring of Featherfall. It's that simple.
There's no ring of feather falling.
Really? Huh.
Yeah.
I thought there was. I'm pretty sure. I thought I saw one of those. I thought I saw
Oh, wait, no, there is. There is. Never mind.
That's what I thought. When I was looking at the various magical items, I'm pretty sure I saw something like that.
No, yeah, that's a rare magic item, so I could have it. I could just have armor for the horse and a ring for me. I only want the ring for me. Well, actually, no. Now that I think about it, if the horse was falling at 60 feet, would I take any damage from it?
Well, I would imagine if the horse is falling and you hang on to the horse and the horse feather falls, so would you.
Okay, then yeah, I just want the horse to be feather falling.
See, that's what I would.
Because I also don't have to worry about getting dismounted because of the born to the saddle or something like that. Yeah, born to the saddle.
Sovereign glue your butt down to the horse saddle.
Gorilla glue.
It pretty much, it's the chances of me falling off my horse is slim to none. Because I have to make an acrobatics check. Well, this gives me advantage on saving throws made to avoid falling off your mount. Which is an acrobatics check, most likely.
Anyway, heading into cave.
Are you taking just one character or both?
The scouts. It'll be these two characters and the scouts.
The other fighter can just ride on the back of my horse.
Okay.
Or, he can just get his own horse. I mean,
Oh, that works too.
he's not like a mounted combatant, but he can ride a riding horse to the mouth of the cave.
Yeah, so
Okay.
that should be enough.
Yeah, I'll also make sure to Okay, I'd like to change something that happened in the past real quick. Could I have it to where to where Smirt asked Ross to buy a heavy crossbow?
Why not? I'm pretty sure we have one.
I think we have the a normal crossbow, not a heavy crossbow.
Okay, we'll hop on the airship, go to one of the towns, buy a heavy crossbow, and then come back. It's just that simple.
Okay, yeah, we'll just say I bought a
Yeah, we'll
crossbow.
just go to pick one up in town. That's fine.
Okay.
I mean, it's not hard. It's not like any of this stuff is going to go anywhere. If the cave gets up and wanders away, then I'm going to be like, wow, I'm glad I didn't go into that cave.
I was just about to say, if the cave gets up and wanders, we should not have been going into said cave.
Yeah. Like, if Urtax can't just boop, grows legs and walks away, or the cave just boop, grows legs and walks away, then we were never meant to be there.
Yeah,
Cactuses.
I'm sorry. If the cave moves,
You're
that means
Hmm.
that means it's nuts.
Oh yeah.
Fucking 1,000 needle.
Yeah, no, we had light crossbows, but not a heavy crossbow.
Yeah, but we can pick one up in town. You just need to mark off that you spent the money on it.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm definitely thinking about having an artificer enchant it. To get rid of the loading property. Because one of the artificer infusions allow them to pretty much just get rid of the loading property. Yeah. Which for a crossbow? Amazing.
You ever had to load a crossbow?
Yes.
You gotta get your feet on there and pull back as hard as you can.
Yeah.
It depends on the crossbow.
Which definitely...
The ones I was using, you just needed to
Oh,
pull
the
back
hand
string.
crossbows?
Well, it's more than a hand crossbow, but you just need to pull back the string, notch it on the little latch, and then put the...
Yeah, no,
place.
heavy crossbows, you've got to put that bitch on the ground.
Yeah, you gotta put that bitch on the ground.
Put
You
your
gotta
hook.
put your feet on
Your
the little
hook.
part and pull the string.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've never done that.
And pray you don't accidentally let go too soon. Because there has been a time I let go too soon, thinking
You're
it
the one
was
that gets launched.
in there. No, it didn't get launched. I hadn't put the arrow in, but I was like pulling it up. I thought it got like locked in. I let go and it just slunk back, and it's like, son of a.
Oh,
So I had
man.
to grab it again. But yeah, no, if I could get rid of that loading property, that'd be amazing.
Right.
Well, I don't know if they exist in 3.5, but I don't know if they exist in 5th Ed, but in 3.5 they have repeating crossbows. Basically, you just put a clip onto the top of the crossbow, and then you could
With
fire
the
it until you run
reason
out
I want to get rid of the reason I want to get rid of it is because if we get rid of the loading feature, I could take it as many extra attacks as I have.
Yeah.
So I could go, if at my current level I have one extra attack, so I could hit him twice. Well, if I use the mastery, it gets pushed back 20 feet. So if I get the 4 extra attacks, guess what? It gets pushed back 40 feet for if it gets hit all 4 times. Then if I use action surge with those 4, I could push it back 80 feet. Yeah, that's why I wanted to get rid of it. But yeah, for now I'm gonna preload the heavy crossbow as I ride in there.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll have my character and each of the scouts have their own riding horse, and they'll ride up there. The scouts and my character will dismount and then head into the cave.
Okay.
We'll leave the horses near the mouth of the cave where they're not in the sun, but they're, close enough to go quickly back to the ship if we need to.
Alright. Well, inside, you find a network of caverns. And deep inside you can hear something breathing.
Okay, this is what the scouts are for. We'll have them sneak forward and
Yeah, I'm gonna be sitting in. I'm gonna make sure to be sitting in a spot that allows me to shoot any of the caves.
Okay. The caverns are illuminated by a faint glow of bioluminescent crystals embedded in the walls. The air is thick. It suddenly gets really thick, and you can feel like electricity starting to charge.
aha, blue dragons!
Are you sure?
Either that or fucking shocker lizards. And there's a lot of them.
Okay, question: is that in the entire cavern or just the hall they're going down?
The entire cavern.
Oh shit!
Again, I'm thinking Blue Dragon.
Okay, Detharn's with us, correct?
Yeah, but he's still back out on the ship.
Oh, shit.
Well, the horses, we know where the exit's at. You hop on a horse, you ride out, we can get...
I'm not leaving my horse.
I don't know how far you can get into the cavern with the horse. Depends on how big the cave is. If it's a big cave, sure. I don't know how big the cave
Well,
is.
if a dragon's able to live in there...
Well, the dragon's able to live in there, but that doesn't mean it's using the entrance we came in to go in and out.
Oh, yeah, good point. So, what do the scouts... Do the scouts come running out like... running like all hell?
No, they shouldn't. They should sneak back and say, hey, here's what we found.
No, I'm talking... what I mean is, like, were they caught and they're just running like they're all hell?
At that point, if they had, they'd probably already bumped into the dragon.
Yeah, no, I'm saying...
We
what I'm
found
saying
something inside there.
What did you find?
The air was thick with electricity.
Okay.
We're not sure exactly what was causing it. We didn't quite get all the way through.
What stopped you from going all the way through?
We fear it may be stronger than us.
Okay, look. You go in, you don't fight the thing, you just see what it is. That's all you're doing.
Okay?
You don't engage whatsoever. You go in, you take a look, you come back. All that you do.
I don't like the dice rolling I'm hearing.
Two of them say we are going to stay behind. We're not sneaking as well as those two.
Okay. Again, all they need to do is see what it is. That's it. They don't need to do anything else.
When they report back, they say, we're pretty sure it's a dragon.
Okay.
Hold up, They have layer action. Ah, shit. Okay, we're dealing with, either an adult or up.
Yeah, most likely.
Because only adults have lair actions, which means that affects, because blue... Oh, wait. I remember reading something about the regional effect. Was there thunderstorms within 6 miles of the lair?
I don't think she heard you.
What was that?
Was there thunderstorms within 6 miles of the lair?
Were you paying attention?
What?
Were you guys paying attention? To looking out for stuff like that?
Well,
Probably since we're airborne.
yeah, to the extent we don't run into it.
Okay.
Yeah, so did we just notice any thunderstorms?
There was unusual electricity in the air.
Okay, so it couldn't have been here too long.
You like some cake?
Not at the moment. I'll have some in a little bit, though. I'm looking around for something. I don't know what I did with my damn pencil.
Alright.
And it's...
Well, we're gonna have to be real careful going through the rest of the cave. blue dragons can have sinkholes in their layers. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave the lair.
Cave.
Because guess what one of the blue dragon's favorite things to do when their lair is invaded?
Shoot lightning down the cave.
Nope. Collapse the cave.
Yeah. Then they have to find a new house.
Right.
That's exactly what it does. Oh yeah, no, it also has electricity go throughout the cave in areas you can see. And yeah, I'm not gonna fight that, so.
Well, if it's a dragon, we can now report back to as to what it is. That's
Yeah, I'm gonna report back to the Tharn of, there's at least an adult blue dragon in there, if not ancient. And it couldn't have been here too long if thunderstorms have not started appearing yet. So how do you think the Tharn would react to that?
He's thinking about what he wants to do about this. Dragons have hordes, which are always good.
I mean, your character or my character could probably kill the dragon. Since we have an equal combat rating. Actually, we have a slightly higher CR rating. Because we're level 19, it's level 16.
Okay. So, the Thorn is going to hop down. Come down from the airship.
Okay.
We should wait for Ras. We should wait for Ras to come back. He can speak Draconic.
So can I. It's called tongues.
Oh, you can speak Draconic now?
Well, the tongue spell says you can.
Oh, awesome. Okay, never mind.
I'm going to get down on a horse right inside, activate my Shroud of Shadows, which makes me invisible. It's an at-will thing.
Okay.
It's an invocation. And I'll start wandering around the cave. Scouting things out, but, with a higher level character.
You notice wagons and stuff like that scattered throughout the cave.
Okay. Like anything on the wagons or just remains of wagons?
Remains of wagons and bones.
So, would you say by the time my character got back with an answer from the High Baroness with teleport, do you think he would arrive right when they were in the cave?
Probably not, because, like I said, you and the Baron and the Princess aren't coming back until the next day.
It depends on how quickly we got an audience with the High Baroness.
Well, yeah, but once that happens, we don't have to get the answer right away, because I was going to have you and the Princess, she'll be able to sleep in her own bed for one night before coming back.
Good point.
Because up until now, she's been sleeping either in the Magnificent Mansion or on the ship, which both aren't bad, but it's not probably as good as her room.
Not so sure about the Magnificent Mansion. Definitely made for nobles.
But yeah, I'm gonna look around the cave, see what I find.
Okay. cave becomes.
Neat.
Amazing.
No fat shame.
Think about
No
it.
fat shame.
No.
What's the natural enemy of blue dragons?
Eventually. Oh, excuse me. You come to a bridge.
Okay.
And across the
Okay.
bridge,
The dragon and its horde. That's fun. Is Ross seeing this as well, or is Ross seeing this as well?
no, not yet.
Okay.
No, I'm not. Neither of my characters are in that cave anymore. After one, because it's there's an adult blue dragon, and I will get absolutely fucked if I fight it. Other one's in another city. Okay.
Doesn't have much in Horde right now. It almost seems like someone pillaged him already. He looks kind of wounded, actually. Like, he's got big wounds. Doesn't take a genius to need observation.
Okay, so yeah, that might be one that we'd be willing to talk to. And I'm thinking one of three things happened to this dragon.
Okay.
I'm thinking this dragon got in conflict with a brass dragon, which are the two rivals because they both live in deserts and live in caverns. I'm thinking it has something to do with the Lich, or I'm thinking it's got something to do with the city.
Oh there, what do you?
Who goes there?
Me.
Who is me?
Me.
Who are you?
I am Zalthorax.
Okay. What the hell happened to you?
The Brigands.
Brigands? What the hell? Brigands?
Who the hell? What kind of brigands are these?
Some badass brigands. Brigands are fucking,
They come with large crossbows.
So it was just numbers that got them.
That's still, they still have to be really badass brigands. Either that or it's not just brigands, it's like, a legion.
Yeah, no, if it was like a large
my gold.
number of them,
They left me with precious items, gems,
Really?
but they took the rest of it.
Man, that sucks. So,
if we were to help you kill them, would you help us?
let's see. I'll, let the, Shroud of Shadows go off, so now you can see where I'm at. You might have been able to see me before. Dragons can sometimes see invisibility. I don't know. Depends. But regardless.
So, like, here...
Probably closer than that. Probably like... Yeah, somewhere in there. Yeah.
Okay.
So, dragon. Are you still mobile?
It hurts to move, but yes.
I would tell it that you have someone who can heal them.
Well, I'm not going to do that just yet.
I know, I'm just saying,
Still going.
at some point, if you start being able to make a deal with them,
direction they went?
I think they're somewhere in the desert.
Okay. They
Awesome.
To have inhabited a temple, would they?
No,
Oh.
Okay. Making sure we're
not
talking
quite
about
that
the same
far
thing.
north.
No. Imagine it was those guys.
Yeah. Whoops, we already killed them. But,
Well, we did you a favor. They're already dead. He asked if how we're sure. Well, the puddles of blood says yes.
bones bleaching in the sun. How big is the dragon?
Well, if it's an adult dragon, it's of the huge variety, and it's even bigger if it's an ancient dragon.
Oh, yeah.
It's just an adult.
Okay. So, yeah, it's not super huge, but it's still pretty large.
Yeah. I'll be back, dragon. Activate my Shroud of Shadows and leave the way I came in.
Okay.
Go back to the ship. Contact your NPC cleric.
Okay.
And head back in.
What?
What did
Uh,
you say?
The wizard can also help with the healing by mimicking a 8th tier healing spell.
Right, but Wizard's still not here as of yet.
I know, not. I don't think her cleric NPC is either.
Oh yeah, but hey, a couple of cure spells better than nothing.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying we should not call her. I'm just saying I can help as well.
Yeah. So I'll
Wait.
take her into the cave
I would-
where the dragon's at.
Okay.
You know what? I'm gonna try. No.
I would not heal it yet. I would wait to make a deal with it.
What is she wearing in the way of armor?
Half plate.
Yeah, okay, that's what. Okay. So I'll have her like further back where this opens up into this cave area, and then I'll go in and talk to the dragon. I'm back, dragon.
He says, "Why have you come back?"
To make a deal.
So,
I would tell him you're there to make a deal to try to get his help on defeating the Lich.
hold on, we're working on something here. One step at a time. So, how happy are you with these brigands?
Not very. They took my horde.
So, let's say if you could have your body fixed up and hunt down these brigands.
I would say that would be a mighty fine plan, except there are many of these brigands.
Okay. The brigands probably got one over on you because they came to you instead of you coming to them.
Depending on how quickly they took him down. Because if they took him down really quickly, that means there is such a large number of them that he could not dodge all of their crossbow bolts. Which, say he can even take out 30 in a single breath attack, they might have seen him coming through the air.
Maybe.
So then it would just end the same way.
Okay, so... You want revenge on said brigand? You want your gold back, considering they still have it?
That would be wonderful. He says.
Alright, Dragon. Let's make a deal.
What kind of deal?
Help you get, well, first, at least partially fix you up. I'm not going to say entirely. I don't know how deep your injuries run and how much healing can be done at once. But fix up some of your wounds. Then you, if possible, lead the way to where said brigands are. Then you attack the brigands. My group attacks the brigands.
And we beat the shit out of them.
And reclaim your gold. Again, considering they still have it.
It's a possibility they still have it. They've been camped out there for months. Years even.
Regardless, it gives you a chance to get your gold back as well as, get some revenge on the brigands. What say you?
I like this idea.
Because simply laying here injured doesn't help you get your gold back.
No,
Alright.
it does not.
Here's what I want in return. I have an enemy. What I want from you is for you to become his enemy as well.
And to help us when the time comes.
We're getting to that.
I don't know, I'm just talking to myself.
What sort of enemy?
An undead creature that casts magic.
I've heard of these in my many long years. I wonder if it's the same one I saw once.
Could be. Undead creatures live for a very, very long time considering... Well, exist for a very long time considering they're not alive.
True.
So what say you, Dragon?
Real quick, can you ask, what undead he's talking about?
We'll get to that.
I like this plan. Aside from my gold, what do I get in return?
Revenge.
That also sounds nice.
And your health back.
Brigands survive and tell of their tale. It makes you look lesser because now the brigands have beaten you. Thus, the story of you having been beaten by these brigands spreads. However, if these brigands suffer at your hands, suffer your wrath, then those who would try to do the same as the brigands is far less likely.
Where's the player's handbook?
What level is the player? What level is the NPC?
14th.
Okay, it's got access to...
Yeah.
7th tier... Yeah, 7th tier spells. So what spells did the NPC? What spell did the NPC
Oh,
7th tier?
a little further. Too far. Shit. No. Right. Must have been a lot sooner than I thought. Nope.
No. Anybody still alive over there?
Yeah,
Okay.
we're just referencing.
Okay. Resurrection, regenerate.
That's a good one.
Heal.
Heal's probably the best.
Depending on what we're trying, depending on how injured the dragon is, regenerate might be better. Though heal's also a 6th tier spell.
Well, she can cast up to 7th and regenerate at 7th as well. So,
Yeah, I'm just gonna be looking for looking at the 7th tier spells.
well, the best you're gonna get. Well, okay. Realize I'm looking only at the PH here. I'd say the best there is for that is regenerate.
Yeah. Wait, what's Temple of Gods? Oh dear God. I'm kind of hoping the cleric choose Temple of Gods.
Prayer of Healing, 2nd level.
Because guess what I found out about Temple of Gods? Guess what 2 spells do not affect it?
What's that?
Dispel magic and anti-magic area.
Oh,
So, funny little thing. In addition, so the temple opposes types of creatures you choose when you cast a spell. Choose one or more of the following: Celestials, Elementals, Fae, Fiends, or Undead. If a creature of the chosen type attempts to enter the temple, that creature must make a Charisma saving throw. On a failed save, it can't enter the temple for 24 hours. Even if the creature can enter the temple, the magic there hinders it. Whenever it makes an attack roll, an ability check, or a saving throw inside the temple, it must roll a d4 and subtract the number rolled from the d20 roll. In addition, the sensors created by divination spells can appear inside the temple, and creatures within can't be targeted by divination spells. Finally, whenever any creature inside the temple regains hit points from a spell of 1st level or higher, the creature regains additional hit points equal to your wisdom modifier, minimum of 1 hit point. Fun thing about that is, if I can cast anti-magic area inside of it, effectively cutting off spells, and the temple's effect will still be in effect. I'll be back in a second. I gotta go grab something.
Is the dragon missing any body parts?
Luckily, no.
Okay, then I would suggest good old-fashioned healing.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say if it was missing even if it was missing body parts, we could still use regeneration on it, and it would get its body parts back in 2 minutes.
Yeah, but if it's not missing body parts, just use heal. Right, Dragon. What say you about what I've told you so far? Yeah, there's not a whole lot in it for you other than the gold and getting some revenge, but revenge should be all half of what you want.
It is. I just wish I was stronger.
Well, if you're willing to make this deal with me, this pact with me, you won't be alone.
Strength in numbers, my mother always said.
Well, it doesn't hurt, but yeah. What say you, Dragon?
Sure.
I put forth a dagger. I approach the dragon, and I call her up to come with me.
Okay.
NPC cleric. I don't know how. Hold on. Yeah, she's got to be within 60 feet to be able to cast the spell on it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure being, at the entrance of this area here is further than 60 feet away.
So, like, near you?
No, I'm going all the way up to the dragon. She doesn't have to. She can stick like, are these 5-foot squares?
Yeah.
Okay, so 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Have her stand like over here. That way if he uses, and I'm gonna move to like over here. That way if he uses breath weapons, he's gotta choose me or her.
Okay.
And she doesn't cast a spell just yet. But I approach the dragon, I draw a dagger, and I cut my palm. And say, your turn, dragon.
He takes one of his really long claws, and he cuts his hand. Puts it to yours.
Right. Pact is made, dragon. You now have allies. And I have her go ahead and cast a spell on him. Okay, so choose a creature that you can see within range. A surge of positive energy washes through the creature, causing it to regain 70 hit points. The spell also ends blindness, deafness, and any diseases affecting the target. The spell has no effect on constructs or undead. He's neither one. So he regains 70 hit points.
Okay.
What spell are you guys doing?
Heal?
If I was there, I could use the wish to do an instant heal.
Well, she's already done a heal on him. I'm not sure how many hit points he's missing. But, he just regained 70 of them.
That's a quarter of his HP, ish. If my math's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has somewhere around 250-ish HP, if I remember correct.
Yeah, I don't know how much he's hurt compared to, his overall impact. I don't know if you want to roll for that or if you want to roll anything at all. But, when did this attack occur?
This morning.
So it hasn't been long. They haven't been gone very long.
No, they're still probably on their way.
Kill them all.
happen. Probably will. Dragon's probably not going to be satisfied till they're all dead. But
I've got a bone to pick with you.
how are you feeling now, Dragon?
Stronger?
Can you move?
Yes.
I'd check him. I'd use another healing spell on him.
Okay.
I don't know if she has how many she has. I don't know. We should probably look how many spell slots she has.
If she's only used one, then she can cast a second one with her 7th tier.
Right, but oh yeah, you said she's 14th level.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Right. Just remembered that you had said that. Wait a minute, how in the hell? How did they have that organized? Okay, Barbarian. Bard. Ah, there we go. Kept missing Cleric going straight to Druid. Where the hell do they have it? Okay, so. Okay, what were you saying about her having more than one 6th level spell?
I said she has one 6th level, one 7th level.
Oh, yeah, okay, I see what you mean.
So she could cast the heal level. She could cast the heal at 7th level, or if the one she used was the 7th level, she could use her 6th tier.
Probably use a 6th tier one.
Yeah, if you just use the base spell, then it was a 6th tier. If you had any of the bonuses, then it was the 7th.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and have her drop any, like, cure wounds, heal wounds, any of those she's got. Go ahead and have her drop those on him as well.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, no. Since you restored 70 hit points, then you use the 6th tier. If you use the 7th, it'd be 80.
So, okay, we're gonna have you do the cure wounds. Hold on, look real quick. Cure wounds is only a 1st level spell, so we'll have you use multiple spell slots, but on the same spell, just using higher level spell slots.
Right.
Okay, okay, Shade's gonna have to get up close enough for her. No, you know what? Alright, Dragon, show of good faith. Get up and move this way,
Okay.
and have him kind of stretch himself out, so he's laying lengthwise,
Okay.
and have her so that she can touch it.
Okay.
Okay, so the creature you touch regains a number of hit points equal to 1d8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier. I don't know what her wisdom score is, but it's probably wisdom for clerics. This has no effect on undead or constructs. That's if you cast it as a 1st level spell. If you cast it as a 2nd level spell, it's 2d8 plus your ability modifier, and then so on and so forth.
True.
So, what we'll have her do. Should bookmark it. There we go. Okay. 14th level. So,
I'm
Oh.
just looking for her character sheet.
What's her wisdom mod?
4.
So the max would be 44. The minimum would be 9.
36.
So that's how
You rolled pretty good.
Yeah, she's 4 away from being max.
Yeah.
So he has gained 106 hit points total.
Yeah, he's back up to about half.
Jesus.
Have her do another one, but this one's only 4d4 plus wisdom.
44.
That one not so good.
Do it again.
Do it again.
Yep. One more.
15.
So now he's got 134 hit points back.
Okay.
Go ahead and cast a regeneration spell on him. The regeneration is 48 plus her wisdom mod, and he regains 1 hit point per round that way, up to the amount he rolled.
Yep.
Oh, sorry. It's 48 plus 15.
Yep. It already got calculated here.
Okay.
He's pretty close to full health.
Okay. Alright, Dragon. Hang out for the day. We're gonna go track down the brigands. We'll be back tomorrow.
I will be expecting you.
Don't go nowhere.
Yep. It's probably a good thing that Ross wasn't there. Because while yes, the dragon would immediately be put at full HP again, Ross would not have been very, very kind to the bandits. Nobody would be getting any XP.
There might not be that much XP gotten anyway. So me and your NPC cleric will go back to the ship.
Okay.
The scouts on horseback will find the trail of the brigands in question.
Okay.
And use horses to start following the trail of the brigands. Meanwhile, Dethorn and the rest of the Legion are up in the ship following them on horseback.
Okay. So you guys wait until Ross gets back?
Well, not necessarily. We're going to track him down first.
Alright.
We're just not going to attack him right away.
Yeah, I would advise not explaining why we're attacking him to Ross.
Well, just tell Ross not to use Meteor Swarm because we want what the brigands have. But being able to shoot at things with, fireballs, lightning bolts, various things, I'm sure he'll still have fun with that.
Okay.
But yeah, we follow them to wherever they're camped.
Alright. Make an observation check.
17.
Okay. As the airship glides silently above the desert sands, they spot a cluster of tents and makeshift structures nestled between the dunes.
Okay. Going to land the airship a little further back and recall the scouts back to the ship.
Okay.
The horses are probably tired too, so they're running through sand.
Right. It's not like they're camels.
Yeah. Well, even camels have a tough time of it. They're just better suited for it, and they got a better constitution.
Right.
But yeah, we'll bring the horses back on board, give them water if they need food, fine, whatever. The scouts are back on board. We now know where their camp is.
Okay.
Oh. Excuse me.
From where you can see, the camp is surrounded by a haphazard barricade of wooden stakes, kind of like what the orcs used.
Yeah.
Okay, we're burning the wooden stakes using that as
That'd just be a wall of fire waiting to happen, honestly. But
Oh no, but that, well, I mean, it's not like gold melts by fire.
I'm going to get off the ship, use my Shroud of Shadows, and head into the camp.
Okay.
I'm going to look around.
Alright, you notice that they're doing day-to-day activities like moving about, sharpening weapons, tending to their mounts.
Right.
There are a few standing guard at the perimeters.
Okay.
There are several large tents likely belonging to the bandit leaders. They also have a couple of makeshift watchtowers with big ballistas nearby.
Okay. I'm going to sneak around looking for where they have shit hidden.
Okay.
And look inside the tents for prisoners, loot, that sort of thing.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we might want to see if they have any prisoners.
I'm doing that now.
I know, no, pretty much I was saying that's a good idea because I heard what you said. We might want to do that before we bombard the camp.
Yeah, before the dragon breathes, fucking lightning on the camp.
In
Or
the
fireballs
tents,
generating
you
from
find,
sky.
Pretty much a ton of gold coins and, like, you're wondering how bandits could ever get this much.
No, we're not.
Like, at first glance, you're like, hang on, that's a lot of gold,
A bag of holding. I think they have a bag of holding too.
right? But at the same time, bandits usually don't have that much.
If they have a bag of holding, I've got a really mean.
Get all the gold from an adult blue dragon's hoard. There's going to be quite a bit of it.
Well, yeah, that's
If
the
they
only
have-
reasoning you can think of is the fact that it's a horde.
Yeah, real quick. If they have a bag of holding, I got a really mean strategy. Purposely break said bag of holding.
Nah, I'd rather just own the bag of holding.
Yeah, no, but the reason I say that is really simple. You break the bag of holding, all the contents spill out, and you take damage.
Yeah, but okay.
So it literally becomes a gold coin bomb.
Shroud of Shadows on myself. I'm going to cast. Going to cast. Ah! This upon myself.
So you're going to cast it on yourself so you can sense it?
Mhm.
Okay.
I can. These are. Okay, so. This one. This one. This one. And this one, because Shroud of Shadows. These are all I can use at will because of invocations. They're not spells that I know, mind you. They're just they're invocations that function like these spells.
Okay. That's why you wanted to switch out invisibility?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm going to do that, and I'm going to look around.
Okay. That's pretty much the map I have of it. In these big tents is where you're finding all the loot.
Right. Okay. But I'll go into the big tents, look around for magical things.
You can definitely sense there's magic.
Well,
I haven't generated up that chart yet.
Okay. How about this, Julia? I grab what's magical and put it in my bag of holding. You can generate the list later. But I pick out the items that are magical because I will hang out and pinpoint which items are magical in their loot piles or, wherever they have said magic items.
Okay.
And I will take them and put them in my bag of holding. You don't need to do it right now. You can do it later. But, once I've taken the magical items, and if they have any, gems that are just, easily accessible, I'll pocket those in there too. Because the dragon said all they took from him was coins.
Mm-hmm.
Gold, maybe platinum, maybe silver, you know what I mean.
Right.
And I'll go from tent to tent. If my Shroud of Shadows wears off, could last for an hour, I'll just do it again. Because I can do it at will. So this is, every 59 minutes.
Yeah.
Just keep fucking doing it. And I'll go from tent to tent, looking for magical items, and observing where the coins are. Not taking any, mind you, just observing where they are, and I'll check out what's in all the tents.
Okay. Pretty much you see a bunch of sleeping guys.
Brigands?
Yeah, brigands. Some are tending to weapons, the mounts, and then you see the big tent. That's probably where the leader is.
Yeah. I'll check we'll start on the outer edges and move inwards.
Okay.
Checking all the tents for magical items and, anything that's small, that looks valuable, that's easy to just put in my bag of holding.
Okay.
Nothing like, it's an entire suit of enchanted armor that's very visible and everyone would notice if it was gone. That sort of thing.
Pretty much stuff that looks unimportant, that if it was gone and someone noticed, they would think, oh, it must have blew away or something like that.
Or, I wonder what happened to it. It's not necessarily, oh, it just vanished.
Then they'd start checking their campmates.
Yeah.
Who's wearing it.
Yeah. They can do that if they want to. But yeah, magical items, like whatever fucking type, as long as they're not too big. Potions, scrolls, books, because Ross likes books.
Okay.
And I'm just chucking them into the bag of holding when I can, because again, I'm invisible and I'm just going to stay that way.
Oh.
And I'm just going to go from 10 to 10. If the... Oh, I'm also looking for prisoners / slaves. Not in the middle tent, just the other tents. I'll get to the middle tent last.
Okay.
So, do I find anything like that?
You find several gemstones.
Okay. Well, all that... Okay, the gemstones are magical items. You can tell me about that later. But is there anything, like prisoners and slaves that I bump into, not counting the middle tent? Haven't gone in there yet.
Yeah, you find an interesting sword.
Okay.
You're not sure what it is yet, but it is definitely magical.
It's going inside the bag.
Okay.
I don't care if they notice, hey, our magical sword isn't there anymore. No, I don't care. Could be a dancing scimitar for all I fucking know, but
When
fact
you
is,
pick it up, you feel a very, very sense of, like, lawful and goodness.
still going inside the bag. I'm not gonna continue to hold it.
I'm just saying that's what you feel the second you touch it.
Well, that's wonderful. I don't need to be a paladin. I'm not. The Holy Avenger can stay, inside the bag if necessary.
Okay.
So, any prisoners, like I was talking about, in the outer tents? Or bigger tents, not counting the middle tent? Because, this camp might become a scorch mark on the ground. And if they're still here, well, then they're also a scorch mark on the ground.
Okay, that actually works a lot better. You find a dagger that's also pulsating with magic.
I'm going to have them forge me a pair of tongs. So now I'm picking things up by hand.
Right?
But, yeah, I'm going to cast Mage Hand to lift up the dagger and put it in the bag.
Okay.
There we go. As for the sword, next time I interact with it, I'll do the same thing. Because you can only pick up something that weighs 5 pounds or less, but usually those aren't that heavy. Still hurting?
Yeah. Not as bad, though.
You can take another one if you want.
No, I'm good. I just slightly moved and everything just went pop, 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 pop.
I usually like that. That usually feels good for me.
Okay. You're finding lots of things like tiger's eyes.
Alright, bag those up.
Okay. You find an interesting little small gold idol.
Reach hand in bag.
Okay. You find it's not exactly the design of the kabuki, but it's pretty much a gold painted mask.
Okay. No prisoners, anything like that?
That's just out of the loot. Prisoners. Let's see. There. You find 13. They look to be either previous brigands themselves or from a nearby city.
The previous brigands I don't care about.
Okay.
It's the others that I care about. Like
Alright.
children, elderly.
There's about 9 of those then.
Okay. Now, once I've noted the location of all 7 individuals, I will then this will be weird, but I'll go into the middle tent to see what's there.
Okay, in there you see three sleeping really big guys.
Like ogres? Giants?
Not quite that big.
Okay, just really tall humans.
Yeah.
Okay. Magical items. Looking around.
None that you can see right off the bat.
Prisoners. Looking around.
No.
Okay. I'm going to hang out, check nooks and crannies for magical items. So, like, I'll take my slow ass time to do so.
Okay.
If there's not, if there's just guides in here, that's all that's in here, then I will leave.
Yeah, that's pretty much all that's in there.
I go back to the ship. I empty out my bag of holding in my cabin.
Okay.
Head back to the camp
Okay.
and start releasing prisoners, other than the former brigands, sorry, and putting them into the bag of holding, 1 or 2 at a time, keeping the bag open so they can still breathe, and I will make trips back and forth to the ship,
Okay.
releasing the prisoners, well, no,
I hope
ex-prisoners, onto the ship, and telling my guys, look after
Yes.
these people, give them some food, some water, whatnot.
I
Right.
think this happened.
Okay.
Right. That's pretty
And
good.
once I've gotten all the prisoners that aren't brigands, ex-brigands, whatever, back to the ship, we'll get on the ship and we'll head back out.
Okay.
And, park the ship outside the Dragon's Cave.
Alright.
And that's where we'll hang out for the night until the next day when Ross and the princess come back.
Okay. Oh. I think we may have to